Everybody, to another edition of Tightlines Northwest. I'm Jason, and we are out here at a small lake in western Washington. As you can see, the weather has turned. We had heavy rains here for about the last 36 hours. I got a nice little break in the weather here, so I decided to take advantage of it. Hit a small lake that is just a few minutes from my house. This lake has got some good-sized rainbows in it. Not seeing much for activity on the surface at all, but I'm not surprised by that. So we'll be fishing subsurface, and hopefully we can get into a couple of those quality rainbows. 7-weight lined up with a Rio Stillwater floater, lake-specific floating line, which is in theory supposed to help you turn over some of these bigger indicator rigs. I've got a 10-foot 3X indicator leader on, down to a little tippet ring, some more 3X tippet, down to a little soft tackle basically. Got a slip bobber or indicator on there. We're sitting at about 14 feet of water right now, so I'm going to go just try to set my depth just off the bottom of that. Which should be right about the color, yeah, give or take, just above the color on this indicator leader. That's probably a little bit shallow, but that's all right. That'll be good enough for now as we start prospecting for these fish. Put a little olive balanced leech on. It's got a little bit of red accent in it. Again, the wind's blowing in my face. Very, very slight breeze, which is giving the water a nice little riffle. Another fish just surfaced right over there. So basically, I'm allowing that little bit of breeze to move my fly for me, coming back at me. So all I've got to do is keep the slack out of the line. There's a fish. Oh, feels like a good sized guy too. Yeah, that's a good looking fish right there. Nice. Nice healthy rainbow. Hello. So you can see my bobber released, came down to the tippet ring. That was second cast on this little balanced leech. Olive leech, kind of an olive speckled bead. And then it's got a little bit of red tinsel in it, or crystal flash. All right, one fish in the boat, let's go. So I've reset my depth back to approximately where I was before. Same fly on there. Let's get her back out there. So this fly line's got about a 50-foot taper, which is right about where I cast it out the end of my rod there. So, and really, truly, when you're fishing under indicators, you've got to be able to set that hook. That take, that last fish was super delicate take compared to some of the stuff I've had earlier in the year. It was just nibbling on it. It wasn't like a solid bam takedown on that indicator. So really, you don't want a ton of line out there. Because obviously right now I'm fishing 12 feet, 12, 13 feet under the surface. I've got to be able to set that hook when I see that take. And the more fly line you've got out, the more line you've got to take up before you can get that hook set. Oh, one just jumped right out there. Nice. Maybe I'm here at the right time of day. I've only got maybe 2 hours of daylight left max. Let the fly sink. One of the downsides of daylight savings out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest is it's dark early this time of year. That's cool. I think bald eagles are so beautiful. All right, I've moved down the lake a little bit. We were fishing back over that way before. And I've actually, even though we were having some success with that little olive balance fly, I've switched up here to a black and chartreuse, not balanced fly. Fish just surfaced right out there. So I suppose that means we better cast in that direction now. There we go. That's a fish. I love the fish in this lake. They are big and strong and healthy, and everybody here takes care of them. There we go. Flies out. There we go, just like that. That's feisty. Woo! A little bit better size than the last one. They're liking this fly, I guess, huh? Flies out. See you later, dude. Hard to beat that, huh? I'm literally running out of daylight here, and it's starting to rain. I have shallowed up my presentation to about 3.5, 4 feet. I put a chartreuse blob on there. See if we can't get one last fish before we gotta call it a night. All right, rain's really starting to come down. It's getting dark. This is gonna be my last cast for realsies. Kind of a terrible cast, but that's okay. I've caught fish on terrible casts before. It's time to go. Overall, pretty good afternoon of fishing. Wish I had more time. Wish I had more daylight, I guess is what I should say. I really do like this lake. I will be back.